But yeah, Overcharged, for those of you who don't remember, it was a talent that made his ultimate just fire a laser that did a 1100 damage burst of damage. And not actually fair anymore. It was really bad. And now, it's been reworked to return the functionality of grappling people towards 7. So they removed the ability for him to grapple players to him by default. So like if you run spring loaded, you're not going to be displacing people anymore with the grappling hook. It'll just do damage and that's it. You won't actually even pull yourself to them, which I think you should pull yourself to them. But at least the displacement is gone because that felt really horrible to play against. It was super unfun. Even with resilience, it was not fun at all. And yeah, the cost of having this functionality re-implemented though on Overcharged is that it now only has one charge of grapple. So you're even more limited as to whether you want to use it for mobility or for offense. You really have to think about it way more now. And it also just cuts down on his mobility in general. So yeah, I haven't actually played it since the PTS. And I didn't even really play it on the PTS. I played it in the shooting range, but I didn't really play it in a real match. So we're going to try it out. We're going to see how good it is. Against 2 tanks, 2 supports, probably not the best idea to use it, but yeah, I mean, it's a fair enough a test as any, so yeah, let's try it out. What are we waiting on here? Someone's not loading in. It's so hard to tell. Okay, so I saw a tweet about, I saw a tweet from Thunderbrush, like, a week or 2 weeks ago, something like that, where he was like, hey, we want to make the splash arts all consistent, meaning on this loading screen, you would just have like a 3D image of the actual character, for clarity's sake. And, I mean, it'd be unfortunate to have all those splash arts go to waste. I can see some value in it. But something that I'd say would be a little bit better for clarity's sake would be like, hey, so we have all these cool loading borders, or loading frames, and that's nice, but it's so hard to tell whether someone's loaded in. Like for this Corrupted IO border, for example, how the heck do you tell if that's loaded in? I guess the thing at the top, right? But like for some borders it's on the top, some borders it's on the bottom. I think like 1 or 2 it's on the side. And it's just different things for everything. So like, if every frame just had the same crystal at the bottom, it would make it a lot easier to tell. I would actually be a fan of that. Removing splash arts to reduce work. It would reduce work and increase clarity, but yeah, it would also be less pretty. It would make the game feel more indie, if anything. So. Okay, well, here we go. Let's try Overcharged. So yeah, see, look. Reduce grappling hook's damage by 100, its charges by 1, and its cooldown by 2 seconds. It's listed after 2 negatives, so I think that's why you think it's a negative, but it's actually a positive, reducing the cooldown by 2 seconds. So by default, it's a, 14-second cooldown, so if I do this, 12 seconds. Easy. But yeah, let's try this out. Our Ray is a bit late to the party. Yeah, well. So yeah, I have less mobility on my roll because spring-loaded makes it both have a lower cooldown and also have a greater effect. But then I also have less grapples. I generally just have to play way more carefully. Okay, I'm going up here. I'm just going to chill. There we go. Hello, Makoa. I feel like I'm struggling to do damage to you right now. Just going to keep peeking our Ray. Oh, Barrack is low. Hopefully he'll be okay. Oop. Okay, I'm fine there, barely. The problem is, like, I'm kind of feeding by going this talent against Makoa Fernando. If they had 1 tank, it'd be much better, but 2 tanks means there's even fewer people I can actually grapple. Oh, and he got major heals. I'm dead. I already have an ultimate, actually. I was about to say, wait, did they forget to remove that functionality from the last talent? And no, then I remembered, oh, I'm getting pocketed by a Ray. Right, of course I have an ultimate. Duh. Although she actually doesn't have the ultimate gen card in her build. I wonder why I have it so fast, then. That's crazy. Let me get Chronos Dose. Really need that. And gotcha. I'm gonna try and grapple away now. You can't see me. You can't see me. Blah. Okay. Hello, Caspian. Come here. There we go. And he ran away, and I'm almost dead because he has a bunch of people helping him. Fernando's inbound. Hello, buddy. Let me try and head in here. I got stunned, he got feared. Can't really tell what just happened there, but I'm dead. This is not working very well. This is not working very well at all. I feel like I'm more of a backline DPS than an actual flank. With the range on burst mode, and with the lack of mobility on this talent compared to what 7 normally is, I feel much less flanky. Like, I'm just kind of standing there face tanking this guy. This is, yeah, like, I physically couldn't move any harder. I decided to use it for attack, and I died as a result. I don't think this talent is very good. Honestly, like, I have to wonder if either they should reduce the cooldown by more, or if they should add the charge back. Like, of course, if they add the charge back, then you'd have much better mobility. And, like, then you'd kind of be back to the same problem again. Or maybe everyone would just pick Overcharged and it'd be nutty. But, of course, you'd still be sacrificing Spring-Loaded, so at any rate, it'd still be nerfed to the Spring-Loaded playstyle, and Spring-Loaded is amazing right now. Because the cooldown reduction it gives, and the damage it gives. So I don't know. I think, if anything, yeah, just reducing the cooldown would be nice. Yeah, I don't know. Also, thank you for that raid, Darius Viper X. We are trying out Overcharge right now, and you can tell very easily this is going poorly. I am kind of just unable to flank. I appreciate Ray ulting me, but I think it was a waste, because I'm just so unbelievably out of position that I'm dead. This is why you kept saying that old Overcharge was better than the new one, because at least you had double pull. Yeah, both versions of Overcharge suck, though. Like, this just sucks. Ow, ow, ow. Ah, he can still hit me, actually. Jeez. I guess useless. Yeah, it's kind of useless. Just... Did not need to see that. Jeez. Oh. I realized she was being friendly, but my bombs just blew her up. Oh, crap. I'm sorry. But yeah, just keep using Spring-Loaded. It's just better. And now 7 doesn't have the displacement on Spring-Loaded, which makes him fair to play against, too. Just go with that. They'll figure out how to balance the other talents eventually. I guess at least with the old one, you did have double pull and you had the same ability. But the ult just sucked. With this one, now the ult is good, but the mobility sucks. Which is worse, because yeah, you depend on the mobility more than the ultimate. I appreciate the concept. I think if they just buffed it a little bit, it'd be much better. Yeah, hello. Oh, goodbye. I thought I could kill the Caspian. He ran out of that room, though, so the bombs didn't even hit him. Alright. Jeez, I am 4 and 8. I am tanking my 7 KDA right now. This is just awful. I'm gonna get Chronos 3. This is maximum spammage now. And I have Haven, so I can face tank a little bit better, but I still have 2100 HP and no defensive ability. That was really helpful. Oh gosh. Now, like, if you nerf it this much, it actually makes the grapple look useless. Which then might encourage some people to say, add it back to base kit, but no, because then we'd just be back to it being overpowered. I don't know what the solution is, man. 7 is just such a hard character to balance. Because, like, how do you balance him without making him either a throw pick or overpowered? Like, with his current talent setup? Spring-Loaded is just his best playstyle by a mile, and it makes him, like, very good. But his other two playstyles are kind of bad. Like, how do you balance that to make Spring-Loaded not so dominant, but still good, make his other playstyles good, without him being overwhelming again, like he was, you know, truly dominating the meta to the point that he was banned in like 50% of ranked games? How do you do it? There you are, I knew you were coming. Wow, that was a useless grapple. I accidentally just killed him. Whoops. Bring back his pull at base, but you actually have to aim to pull, like every other grappling hook character in any other multiplayer game? You do have to aim to pull, Meyer. It's not auto-aim. What are you saying? Just because it's hit scan doesn't mean you don't have to aim. You still have to aim. Like, I just aimed it there. What are you saying? But no, don't bring it back at base kit. Don't. We're just going to be right back to the same problem of 7 being OP again. We don't need that. He's like the Overwatch version of Reaper, or maybe Brig? He's not like either of them. No. No one in Overwatch even comes close to the amount of mobility that 7 has. When you play his actual good playstyle. When you don't play his good playstyle, obviously he sucks, but... No one even comes close. Like, Reaper has not even close to the same mobility, and Briggs has a port. Like, what? Alright, so let me over here. And let me put bombs down. I wish I was playing Spring-Loaded. And I think I'm actually just dead. Yeah, I'm actually just dead. I can't run away from him. Ugh. How to balance 7 is remove him. That's fair enough. I've made suggestions before, though. Like, one thing I'd like to see for 7 to at least balance out his fire modes and make it a lot simpler is, like, just get rid of automatic mode entirely. Make it so that if I left-click, it's burst mode. If I right-click, I dump what's left in my mag. No stance switching required. You simplify the cards as well, because now for the cards that apply to his gun, you don't have to worry about automatic mode. You can make them much more, like, focused, and that's much more interesting as well. I'm dead. I'm gonna try. And yeah, it makes it easier to balance too, because it's one less mode you have to balance. So you just have to balance, you know, the damage of mag dump when you get in melee range and you decide to dump the rest of the mag. How good should that be? And then balance burst mode as if it's just his only primary fire. And then bam, easy. Still doesn't fix Overcharged. Still doesn't necessarily fix Tribunal upgrades. And it still doesn't fix spring loaded being dominant, but I think it's a step in the right direction. You like automatic mode though? You play in like another version of Victor? Yeah, some people like automatic mode, but the majority play burst mode. Burst mode is like the most common. It's what you see. It's his best mode too. And frankly, it makes him much more different than if we stuck with automatic mode. Because if we stuck with automatic mode 7, how many characters in the game would we have with like an SMG automatic rifle type? Right, we have Victor, Tyra, Vivian, Genos, Corvus, Koga, 7. Like at least 7, just off the top of the head. Whereas if he kept burst mode, he'd be more distinct. Because burst mode, we have Victor, 7. Maeve, because it's a 2-round burst, but not really nothing like those guns at all. It's just more distinct. But anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload from me. Also, make sure to check out my Twitch and my Discord, both of which are linked in the description down below. And if you want to buy crystals, the season pass, and more, then consider checking out my Nexus at nexus.gg/AndrewChicken. Now, go watch this video that YouTube has recommended to you. Why is that on my face? Really?